Hi everyone and welcome to today's meeting. We're going to be going over some client care policies and procedures. Similar to the last video, if you were a part of that, there's going to be a couple questions asked throughout the PowerPoint. You need to send me an email when you're done to kara@homelifesc.com with the answers and your questions to them. That's also the time to include any other questions or concerns that you have for me. At the end, you have about 7 days to complete this. I will send the information over to payroll and you will be compensated for your time on the video. All right, let's get started. All right, so here we can see this title of the slide is called It Takes Time. And what this really means is that it takes time for clients to adjust to new caregivers. Similarly, it does take time for you to adjust to clients as well. So I'm reminding everyone of this because sometimes, especially if you are new to being a caregiver, it can be a little uneasy the first time that you go into someone's home. What I ask is that you give it about a 2-week period to let yourself and the clients and their families adjust to you being there. We have to remember that we are going into someone's home. So it's just like if you were to have someone into your home, it takes some time to feel comfortable, especially if you're providing personal care, even cleaning their home. We just want everyone to feel comfortable, and this is a normal adjustment period. So the first time you go in, unless there's an adamant, very concerning problem, of course, give us a call. Otherwise, I really need everyone to do their best to try and let everyone adjust accordingly. You really need to be patient with the process because it's not a quick overnight everyone feeling comfortable. It really does take time. Lastly here, I do mention, again, I think I said already in the beginning, is that it does take a little bit of time. 2 weeks, I say on general, is about the time everyone should start feeling comfortable and to see if this is really going well. It's very unfair to say within the first day or the first week to say that it's not a good match. We try and encourage our clients also to have this adjustment time, but specifically I want to remind our employees to take a week, take 2 weeks, see how it goes, communicate with the office. If there's something you're unsure of, especially if it's a skill set that you need extra training, please, please, please reach out to us. We are here to help. We can bring you in, give you some additional training, even if it's something quick and easy that you need to practice. If you need more supplies or tools, or maybe the client's home, if they need talking to about equipment, maybe they need a slide board or you don't have a gate belt, things of that nature that we can definitely assist you and the clients with. So please remember to reach out to us. Let's go over some confidentiality. This one is extremely important, and we did go over this in orientation when everyone is hired, but I think it's something that we tend to kind of forget about because we are in someone's home. It doesn't feel like, we're in a hospital or an office setting, so we need to be really mindful of being confidential. So we really don't want to share our clients' information. That's why if you're looking at the assessments on your phone or computer, you're to delete those assessments right away so nobody else can view them. When you are outside of the client's home, if you're sharing anything about your visit, you need to limit the amount of information that you're sharing, especially including their name. Same with address. We do not share where our clients live or their home addresses. So here's a question, our first one here, that I am not going to give the answer to because I need everyone to respond to me so I can make sure that everyone is aware of the HIPAA law. This isn't just specific to home life. This is a HIPAA violation if someone breaks it. So question 1, right here at the bottom of your screen, I will circle it for you. If you're having car trouble and need a ride to work, what should you do? It is okay if you have a couple responses here, or if you don't know. If you truly do not remember or unsure of the policy, please include that under question 1 in your email. Tell me, I'm sorry, I was unaware of this policy. Can you please remind me? And I'll be happy to go over it with you. Next, I want to talk about our mission statement, which everyone should have received a copy of on their first day of employment. But again, if you've been with us for quite a while now, it's something easy to forget. So let's read, I'm just going to read you kind of the first part of our mission statement here. We are dedicated to delivering our clients the highest quality of compassionate and dependable care to ensure their safety, independence, and peace of mind. What this really means is it is showing our clients and our caregivers what we stand for, that we are dedicated to giving senior citizens the opportunity to be able to remain in their home and receive quality care. Here's a list of some of the things that we stand by. If you have a copy of our mission statement, or if you need one, please let me know. But here are some descriptions here. We stand by integrity, compassion, quality, dependability, responsibility. We have systems in place, respect, and joy. Second question here. I want everyone to share with me which attribute you feel that you excel at, or more than one that you would like to work on. So I'll just share a little bit about me for you to give an example here. One thing that I truly excel at in my job is dependability. I pride myself on being a very dependable employee. Something that I probably should continue to work on is joy. Joy is definitely a hard one sometimes. In any industry, in any job, it is hard to remember to be mindful of having a positive attitude and to truly show that we are joyful at what we do. That's a hard one that most people usually need to work on. So that's my answer to number 2. Please make sure you include yours in the email to me. Communication. So this is a little bit about client care. It also kind of borderlines here our regular policies and procedure reminders. I want to remind everyone about when to call and what to report. And I'm mainly reminding everyone because I think sometimes there's kind of a gray area that people are unsure of when to report or what they should report. So let's just clear it all up right now. And there's no specific question for this slide, but I encourage you to make note in the email back to me if you have any other concerns or questions. Even give me examples. Say, I wanted to call the office at this time for this reason. Should I have, or what should I do? When in doubt, please just ask me so I can help you. So let's go over when to call right up here on this one. So from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., that is our normal business hours, 7 days a week. So yes, even the weekends. During that time, no matter what, when in doubt, call the office. Our after hours protocol, I want to explain it to everyone because it just helps employees understand how after hours works. So what happens is one of our office staff is working from home after hours. That means after 5 p.m. and before 8 a.m. They are from home on their own with a company phone returning voicemails that come through. Because as you know, you have to leave a voicemail if you call after hours. My rule of thumb here that I'm going to circle again down here. If you are unsure, ask yourself, can it wait until 8 a.m.? What that means is that if it is an emergency, do not wait until 8 a.m. If you need help with clocking in and out, meaning maybe the system is down because it does have outages sometimes, or maybe your client is on the phone, or you have to use your cell phone because the client doesn't have a landline, call the office, leave a voicemail, say, my name is so-and-so, I'm a caregiver of Home Life. I clocked in at my client's home at 8 a.m. I had to use my cell phone because of this reason. This way, when we're going through payroll, our scheduling department can see who clocked in on their phone and who didn't. We can see if you clocked in on your cell phone, and we can see if you clocked in from a certain distance. So even if you don't call us and say that you clocked in, we automatically can see on our system. We have to pull it up and look, but we will know. So let me give you some examples here to help clear up any confusion. 6 a.m., that is an after hours time. So if you need to use your cell phone to clock in a client's phone, go ahead and clock in, and whoever's working on call, they're going to be able to see. Later in the day, you can let us know, hey, at my 6 a.m. shift, I didn't want to call after hours, but I did need to use my cell phone. That's a perfect example right there. If you are calling out of a 6 a.m. shift because you're sick in the middle of the night, that also warrants kind of an emergency, but I think as everyone kind of knows, this doesn't happen quite often, but when it does, you need to do your best to go to your shift, call us once you clock in, and we will start trying to see when we can find you coverage. We really can't find coverage until usually about 8 o'clock in the morning. Things to report, client updates. Non-urgent can be sent via email. So what this means is if you have a client update, especially if it's after hours and doesn't warrant an emergency or something that we need to call the family about, send us an email. You can send it to the scheduling department. You can send it to me. We're all really good about checking our emails, and we will get back to you as soon as as soon as 8 o'clock comes around in the morning. I really encourage email mostly because things can get lost in translation verbally. It's nice to have it already documented in an email. The next thing you need to update us on is gifts, right? It's okay for clients to give our caregivers gifts, but we have to have documentation so both parties are signing it. You're going to sign it, the family's going to sign it, and I'm going to sign off that I approved it. I do not discourage gifts, but what I do discourage is if you're not reporting them to the office. That is one of our policies and procedures. Next, a big one, communication with the office, not clients or their families. I really want you to make note of this because I know it gets hard because we build relationships with our clients' families and with our clients themselves. You should not be exchanging phone numbers. If you are, it needs to be approved by the office, specifically me, first before doing so. This really creates a lot of havoc for our scheduling department and a lot of confusion because now we have a caregiver, we have the family, and we have the office involved. So again, there's zero communication between the clients and the caregivers unless it's been previously discussed and approved from the office. So if you have anything that comes up, you need to tell the client's family, you have to talk to my supervisor about it. I cannot make these decisions. I can't share my schedule with you. I'm so sorry. It's the policies and procedures. If you're struggling with this, please reach out to me so I can have Sophia contact the family as well. Again, before we leave this slide, I want to remind everybody about client updates. I've also run into whether it's an accident or a fall or a client going on hospice. We need to know. You're our eyes and ears. We really count on everyone to communicate what's going on with their clients. So please keep us in the loop because we really appreciate it and it's necessary for us to run smoothly here. All right, lastly here we have our care plan books. These are the white binders that are in the home. The care plan books are extremely important because this not only helps tell caregivers about the clients, but it helps keep track of everything, like medications, our bowel movement charts, blood pressure, shower logs. Every client kind of has their own individual care plan book, so it's important that you're following either the schedule in there or the logs to be filled out each day. It's really important that you need to remember that these notes are for the family and other caregivers. So please be mindful of what you're saying in there. It's not appropriate to note behavior in any negative ways. If you want to say we had a great day, that is awesome. Really, we need to just be mindful of what's being written in there. Anything that could upset the client or the family, please talk to us over the phone or email about. And again, condition updates need to be communicated to the office, not just in the book. All right, thank you everyone so much for watching this today. It's important that we all stay on the same page. Go ahead now and send me that email so I can get everything over to payroll for you. I appreciate everyone taking their time to do this today. We really value all of our employees and I want everyone to be on the same page and all across the board, no communication problems. Thank you so much.